Hey guys, it's Callie Trevere here with the latest episode of Slay the Princess. This is probably going to be a bit of a short one because we're currently 3 routes into this playthrough, and I'm planning to end the episode at the end of the playthrough so we don't leave anything hanging at the end of the week here. So yeah, basically we have 2 more routes to do, and then we're gonna reach the ending, which apparently is going to be a little bit different since we started this playthrough with the stranger route. Oh, hello. Someone is attempting to visit. Hi. Alright, anyway, yeah, let's just jump right in, I guess. Come on. Alright. So yeah, last time we did kind of mess up somewhat and end up redoing the same routes that we've already done before. But hopefully this time I can actually get some new ones. I think the main thing I still wanted to do was try to get back on the Spectre route again. And this time I'll be extra careful to not talk to her at all and not give her any openings, just kill her immediately. So let's try it. Continue to the cabin. Okay. The fluffy one has joined us.
Short path to the cabin.
Now I can play the game with one hand and pet the cat with the other. Life goals.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
To the basement.
The door to the basement creaks up. Good.
Just
You're
go.
Still listening
just
to
kill. All we know is kill. Step forward.
You step forward. Your grip on...
Just slay her. No talking. Just
you
do
lunge
it.
forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily...
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. Do you actually believe this?
It's like she's convinced. Yes. Even as... But it's over. But is it over?
Huh. Interesting. So I'm guessing these other ones actually take you to other routes that we've already done. That's interesting. Okay, cool, good to know. But in our route, she is dead. That's it.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, why do I feel like we did kill someone? But that day isn't today.
Alright.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to only a world saved from... What? How? Everyone is fine.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. Psst. Hey.
Yeah, let's
Really?
stay here.
Well, more happy time passes. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices please. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure...
Yay, the good ending.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Huh. Wait, I wonder if... What does that mean, though? We've already committed. What if we do this route as the first one? And we don't, like, talk to the... like, princess being at all. If we just start with this route, would something different happen? I'm kind of curious about that now. All right, anyway. Let's get out of here.
Because I have the blade. I can hear everything you say, little voice. He's right. Do you hear that? Do you not? There's
I
more for us to
hate
do.
hearing
and
the
the only
narrator
way
talk
for us
about
to do, don't you dare.
the hero like that. It makes me so mad. All right, let's get out of here.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, the princess's body is dust and bones. Though the blade you used to slay her, you pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and the end. Nice knowing you.
All right. The specter.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very... Well, for whatever reason...
Let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
We've done this. Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is cold.
Okay. So, I think we want to be nice to the specter this time. Let's just enter the basement without the blade. I'm pretty sure last time I took the blade and like tried to stab her with it, but she was a ghost, so it very much didn't work.
The door to the basement, the room below. Nobody's here. As much as I appreciate... I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step. Okay. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, two deep-set eyes stare up at you. And finally, the rest of the... Oh. Wow.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Cal.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down. Her touch is cold and ethereal, so she has a body. And
Huh. I feel like if we try to grab her, we'll just phase through. Just wait and see, I guess.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Maybe. Yes.
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe. All I know is there's a hole in my... a nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
she's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
Sometimes.
No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Right, is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you are me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
That is a good thought.
What she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
I'm not cold. I'm just dumb. Just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told?
Oh, cut it out. You don't need to be so pathetic.
Never mind. I don't think I want to see you beg. That's just sad. I shouldn't feel sad about my murderer.
Shit, everyone sounds disappointed in me. I should grovel even more.
No, you're not doing that. That's right, don't you dare grovel. Mine is the only opinion that matters, and I'll never be disappointed in you. As long as you do as I say.
The problem with that is that I never do as you say, and you're always disappointed in me. So, you know, kind of a moot point there. Well, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
I wonder if continuing to push this is going to actually change the outcome. If we're gonna finally, like, push her to snap. You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is gonna end?
It does.
No, I'm not asking you.
We're not asking you.
Thank you,
We've heard
Pierre.
your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Yeah, that's very true in this game. No ending is forever. Alright, well, I guess I might as well do the last explore option. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally be able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
I mean, you can maybe haunt me.
Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
That's terrifying.
Especially when someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that, either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Stop calling me out here. Alright. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy you in some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
I'm sorry, hero.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time.
Well, yeah, you brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
That's very fair. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead, either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. But we've already been over that, so why don't you stop stalling and let me in? It's so cold out here.
That's such a funny twist on the, like, I'm so cold, let me in. Except it's let me in to your body. Literally. Not even in a sexy way. I mean, maybe in a sexy way. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported? It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing.
I think we've seen this one already,
After
too.
everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
Yeah.
I was pretty scared too. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Alright. There's more explore options that we could do, but you know what, let's just go for it. Okay, I've given it enough thought. Let's get you out of here.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Oh boy.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
I'm glad someone else can hear him now.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Hero's just like, I thought that was everyone. I thought this was a universal experience.
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
What? Shards of broken glass. I mean, I associate that with, like, the narrator, but... I mean, did we break the mirror somehow? What happened? Shards of broken glass?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Huh?
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm... a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
What? Getting new lore here? So does the princess see the different voices as shards of glass? What?
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
The narrator isn't, though.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, they do not. That is normal. Don't worry
I'm
about
not
it.
talking about you, I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Oh, shut up.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
that's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because
Oops.
I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, come on, that was obvious.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Huh. What does this do? So I believe at some point we managed to like silence the voices, but huh. I'm curious, but I'm also afraid of like messing something up. Well, let's try it. Let's go for it. Can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
You know, it's so refreshing to have someone actually like supporting and reassuring me and not just arguing all the time. It's really nice, actually.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Let's not do anything drastic.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Alright, let's leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
Reasonable.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
I see the knife is still there. Can we take it at this point? What would that
For
do?
how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
I would not count on that. I'm sorry.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Such a hater. That's just not healthy. To just hate all the time.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Ooh, take the blade. I feel like that could be bad, though. I feel like the narrator might try to make us stab ourselves with it to prevent the princess from leaving. That's something that we could explore in another route, maybe. But I think for now, let's just leave.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh? Is he gone?
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? You're taking her out of the cabin, you're in the world. We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of it?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Ella, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
And there we go.
She's gone. And is that a...
Alright, let's get out.
This... Ignore him. You...
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Alright.
There's a world beyond the endless wall.
Thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Alright.
You're here to slay her.
Alright, one more before the ending. Let's see. Okay, I guess let's just start by going to the cabin.
You make your way up the short. The interior of the...
Alright, so what do we do for our last one? One thing I wanted to do was try to do the damsel route properly. But I kind of feel like since today's a short episode, I want to try to go for something crazy. Just so we have a little bit more content today. But I'm not sure. What else could we do? Did we do the witch this playthrough? Because I did want to get back to the wild again and do some more there. Let's try that one. So for that, you have to, I think, just enter the basement. Oh, prisoner to get the other gray. That's also an option. I kind of... Yeah, let's try getting the other gray.
You take the blade from the...
So I'm guessing what you do for that is just, like, kill the prisoner?
The door to the basement creaks open. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Right. I'm here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife?
Drop the knife.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Okay. Alright, talk to them.
Oh,
Let's get out.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I'll be here.
You make your way back to the bottom.
Save the princess.
Against your better judge. No, we won't have any of that.
Warn her.
Stop that.
Resist.
The blade. Move.
Alright. Let's go.
A warning before you... The interior of the cabin...
I don't remember whether I've taken the blade or not in this one. I think you kind of need to take the blade in order to free/kill her. Did I always take the blade when I went here? I don't remember, but anyway, let's take it.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea.
Oh, right, I remember now. The skeptic doesn't let you go in without a blade, so yeah, we always have to take it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches...
Wait, hang on, what? Did I miss something? With a visitor I hear, please come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company. Huh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. Should we be worried about the... Why would you be worried about her? Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a...
So there's a bunch of these options where you can leave the princess in the basement, like on chapter 2 and beyond. And I wonder if those... if these take you back to the nightmare route, or if these are different. Because like I wouldn't imagine you get to the nightmare route, but maybe. Alright, sit with her.
You step towards the princess.
I mean, well, I guess you could
stops
probably...
you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
You could probably also just slay her right now.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have...
I'm gonna try sitting closer this time.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed? I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
I feel like if we drop it and just let her kill us, then it's gonna get us to some kind of chapter 3. I mean, slaying the princess also might get us to a chapter 3 if we just kill each other. Oh, she did say she might let us live if we drop the blade. I don't know. Both sound very tempting. I'm gonna try slaying her, I think. Let's see what happens.
You steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart. The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge. Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. I don't like this. It was too easy. It was not too easy. We almost died. That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task, and you performed it admirably. Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. I'd appreciate a reward right about now. You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises? It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when it's already set in stone.
He's so desperate to keep us from thinking any stupid thoughts.
And especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty, and is worth all the adversity you've been through to get here. Fine, but if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here. The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows. But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward?
Oh, poor hero. This is our reward.
This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
So are we going to end up killing ourselves to get to chapter 3?
Like hell it is.
I don't know. I'm pretty okay with this.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's decades.
Yeah.
No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you suggest, then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over. He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. I'm gonna accept my reward now.
That's great. Congratulations. You've earned it. More happy time passes. He's just saying things. The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state.
We got the good ending again.
No, you stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
Except now we also have the skeptic.
You know what you have to do.
Where is it? I got an achievement. Restless thoughts have a voice ruin your happy ending. Oh, let the skeptic do it. You also have the option to refuse. Oh, these options are all so interesting. Is there really no other way? Because I don't want to use the blade on myself.
If it makes it easier for you, I can do it. Let me have it.
But I liked being happy. Are you really going to take it away from me?
That wasn't real happiness. The truth is still out there for us to find, but we can't find it here.
I kind of want to try refusing. Because I think back in like the Spectre route, we didn't have the choice to refuse. So now that we have it, I kind of want to see what it does. Even though I know killing ourselves on this route is probably going to have a totally different outcome. Let's try. Sorry, but we're not doing that.
Don't apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh, is he going to do it anyway?
Wait, why are you sorry? Your body lurches as your heart suddenly
Holy
stops beating.
shit!
Are you killing us?
That's a new one?
You'll forgive me eventually. You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose? Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want? I don't have to answer that. That's all we needed to hear. It turns out that it doesn't take too long to die after your heart stops beating.
Jesus
Collapse to the
Christ,
floor,
skeptic.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right? Yeah, we'll see about that.
Chapter 3, The Grey.
You're on a path in the wood. See, that wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
I'm feeling nothing, and I like that just fine.
He's not wrong. Sentimentality won't help us here. We need scientific rigor.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
Nope.
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time?
I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first.
I don't think that would have helped.
So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage.
That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed.
He's not wrong.
It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade. And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave.
You already slew her, and you survived.
Yes.
Technically.
Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. The gruff one stopped our heart and we died. Why?
Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward.
Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy. We weren't. We were bored.
You were bored. I was just unhappy.
There were still answers that we needed to find.
It was actually working.
And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us?
It just does. And I'm not telling you lots of things, but it's for your own good. It's for the good of everyone.
It seems to me like keeping secrets didn't help you last time, so you should start talking.
Fine, the world doesn't stay saved if you die.
And if the world isn't saved, then that means she is dead.
Yeah, I think she doesn't die permanently unless you actually kill her goddess form.
Oh, now isn't that interesting? I assumed she'd just be a pile of old bones. But perhaps she's not. There's only one way to find out. We should go see her.
Let's try something different this time. We've already seen what happens when we slay her, and I'm not convinced that's a way out for us. I'm not even convinced there is a world to save.
Yeah, that's fair. It's raining. It wasn't raining last time, or the time before that. The whole path is different.
Yes, things are different, aren't they?
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Her influence? What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse. Come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know?
No. Is there a reason it would be raining?
If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a corpse.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations.
Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
I'll have you know that I didn't want to kill myself last time.
It's great to hear, but it doesn't matter because you still died.
No hard feelings, right?
Of course not. No feelings at all.
Speak for yourself. What? You wanted us to stay in the happiness void forever? I doubt that.
We did mention that turning around was maybe an option. I feel like it won't let me do this, but I'm just gonna give it a quick try. I'm done with this. Bye.
You have already committed.
Okay, yeah. Let's go to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
What we do is entirely up to us.
And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right? You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world.
That's what you say. But how can we be sure?
We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us.
Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world.
Why?
Because we should. I don't know. It's important.
Is it?
Yes. I think.
Don't let them make you second guess yourself. The fate of the world is the most important thing there is.
For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real.
Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else?
Yes.
Maybe we are.
I mean, we're in your construct thing, right? That maybe counts as somewhere else.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Alright, let's go. Let's meet this other
As
Gray.
soon as you enter the cabin, you're struck
Oh,
by
that's
an
definitely
overwhelming
different.
scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure, faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that her?
It's like she isn't even there.
See, we killed her.
You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it.
Mirror?
Is this some kind of joke?
Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade.
None of those things are here.
That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Alright, let's go.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down.
Yeah, we can see it now.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
No way left to go but down.
The door to the basement grows open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters.
There she is again. Barely.
She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we good?
You receive no response.
Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset.
You aren't helping.
Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad?
She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Stairs.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in the slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do?
She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is.
But if we believe that she's dead, doesn't she stay dead? Isn't that how this works?
Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games.
If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
I feel like taking the blade won't help. Like, that clearly didn't kill her before, and she's a ghost now. Why did you close the door?
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence.
I wonder if in this one and the other one, the fire one, there's any chance to get out of it. Or if it's just, you know, decide what conversation you want to have before your inevitable demise. I did try to escape last time. Maybe this time I should just try to run out the conversation.
Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it? It is. It's rising fast. Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel. Bad, I bet.
I don't think dying ever feels good.
Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
I'm going to drown.
Yes, you are.
She's like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted.
The water is rising faster now. It's flowing in from some unseen place, and judging by the height of the algae on the stairs, it has no intention of stopping anytime soon. You feel it creeping up your back, so cold that it steals the very warmth from your flesh, leaving a smothering numbness in its place.
Yeah, dying is bad. You should avoid it. Very, very insightful.
Are you really just going to stand there and let yourself die?
Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from?
It's coming from some unseen place.
Yeah, but we could probably try to find it and see it if we, you know, make an effort.
Does it really matter where it's coming from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth.
Yes, it matters. Maybe we can find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it.
Some things aren't puzzles to be solved. Sometimes you're doomed from the start. Most people are. Yes, most people are doomed. But in case you need reminding, everyone will be doomed forever unless you stop her.
Is this about last time? I'm sorry. Now can you let me out?
If this is how you're choosing to spend your last breaths, I won't stop you. But it won't make any difference.
The water is up to your chin. You lose your footing, bobbing helplessly in the putrid flood pool. Suddenly, the door to the basement is thrown from its hinges as one last massive wave of water comes crashing down, sweeping you up in a powerful current. You're bashed against the stone wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out.
Ooh.
Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle. You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths. As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating darkness.
That is a horrifying image.
I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please. The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix. There's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs filled with water, the same way mine filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
But your lungs don't fill, nor will they ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that...
Alright, to the mirror.
This doesn't feel... You're right.
Alright. Nothing at all.
I think you know what I am.
Alright, let's see if we can explore some of these other options then. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
I'm sorry. I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return.
If you want me to slay her, I need to know what she actually is.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, So I tucked a part of myself into the... Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either.
So we're like a yin-yang, complementary halves that each contain a little part of each other. That's fun.
Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
You're delusional.
I'm only delusional if I'm wrong. But I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong.
You are wrong, and you are delusional. I'm sorry to break it to you. Let's see. I feel like if I say this, it's just going to be the same answer he gave before. Two more chances. Let's try to do some of the ones that I haven't done, maybe. I was made to do... Well, this is probably going to get back to the same dialogue we had before. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Yeah, I do wonder if the narrator asked anyone, if anyone else was on board with this. It's like, I feel like, I mean, it's possible that he was like, he wouldn't have been like the last person left or anything, because like, I think the end of the world hadn't actually started at that point. Yeah, he was also very not objective, that's very true. But yeah, I think he was just desperate and decided to take drastic measures and probably did not ask anyone else. Do you have anything to say for yourself? For all of this hubris?
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Yeah, we're out of questions. Oops. All right. I guess let's just say nothing and watch him end.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
All right, let's see what this special ending is all about. One last time, except not actually the last time.
I can finally see you. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Right. What happens now?
Ever the passive player. Oh, when the echoes spun us from one. So, will you?
Okay. Well, let's move on. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot. Violence and passion are.
All right. Let's do this.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go. Faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place, flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I deserved what you did to me.
There is no deserving, no punishment, no retribution. There's only action and reaction.
Yeah, this one is wearing black and the other one was wearing white. Yeah. This one, I guess, looks more like a mourning outfit.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it.
I love this visual of her ghostly fingers passing through mine.
I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
But without redemption, there can be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, then alive and dead all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality, and you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you.
Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. You were self-destructive.
Were we self-destructive? Or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were. The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
We didn't have to hurt each other.
Did we hurt each other? For me, there was no better end. I lost myself in an artistry so profound that it lifted both of us into something greater.
All right.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
All right, let's see. All right, so apparently I have to go into the cabin. Let's see, how should we do that? I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
How are you supposed to help?
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all that divine confidence. I can help. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's
All right,
relentless,
let's
isn't
go.
she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little
Strange
after that,
beginnings
isn't it?
beget strange endings. Huh. Yeah, we're back in the strange cabin again.
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
What are you doing here?
Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Is it just the three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin to us? For old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he? He mentioned the windows when we broke them. No mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Okay, let's ask about the narrator first. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
I do not want to imagine it. That would be a god of pure chaos. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he? It's not complicated at all. I miss him. I feel bad that he's gone.
That's sweet. Alright, to take the blade or not to take the blade. I mean, Hero says we should take the blade, but I kind of feel like we don't need it at this point. Let's just enter the basement.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point. Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
I wonder if that's a reference to me taking the harsh stairs, or if it's the same every time.
We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
Continue down the stairs.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Sit with them. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you, at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
I don't want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been, even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are, and neither can we. So, you might as well embrace it.
Are you the same you? Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah, we really are the same.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay. We'll be okay.
I feel less bad leaving both of them together. It's really sad just leaving the hero back there by himself.
See? I'm not even alone. If he's here with me, I'm sure we can find the others too.
Yeah. Leave with the princess. You lead, and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. Comfortable silence, filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention seize them. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this. Yet, they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident steps.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Are you ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once, but we're more ready than we're not.
All right, there we go. Yeah, we gave the stranger a happy ending. That was very sweet. And I liked seeing the contrarian actually being nice. That was very cute. All right, that's it. There we have it. That was a really nice ending. So sweet. And I guess that will be the end of today's stream. So as I've mentioned before, I am going to be out for the next 2 weeks. No weekend stream this week either. So I'll be back on the week of the 27th probably. And honestly, I'm thinking we're gonna continue with some more Slay the Princess. I think we can get another playthrough or two. I do still have a few things that I still want to try. And I think at some point maybe I'll open up recommendations. I mean, I don't know if there's really, you know, I don't have much of an audience, so I don't know if I'll really get many responses, but I could potentially ask for suggestions for what other routes to do. But yeah, I think there's definitely still plenty to see in this game. So yeah, I guess for now at least I'm gonna anticipate continuing Slay the Princess when I get back. That will probably actually be the last week of Slay the Princess. Unless we like really discover some completely new path that is going to be like totally different and have its own like whole set of endings. Yeah, thanks guys. I do hope to enjoy my vacation, and we'll be definitely looking forward to getting back and continuing this game, because I love this game so much. It's so good. It definitely gets a little bit frustrating when you try to find new paths and then just end up back somewhere you've already seen, but you know, that's always a risk when you don't know, you know, what paths are available. Honestly, I kind of wish that there was some kind of like flow chart for this game, so maybe you could maybe not see what paths you haven't taken yet, but at least be able to go back to the paths you have taken to start from there and try other routes. But anyway, that's not a big deal. Yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. I hope you guys are still enjoying Slay the Princess, because I think this game is fantastic. And yeah, it'll be a while until the next one, but yeah, I will be looking forward to it. See you guys in a few weeks. Bye!